I mean, yeah. I mean, it was a great pride in the fact that we had the naivety, or certainly I did, to sort of go in and really try to, you know, sitting around with friends and talking about this stuff, or just walking through Dublin, noticing more and more people on the streets, you know, having to pass people by, having to make that awful decision not to give. You know, doing the Christmas gigs and busking, but realising it wasn't enough. And there's an Irish word, mehel, which means, well, it doesn't really have a direct translation, but it's more like gathering. If, you know, if John Joe Shed has fallen down, the people of the village get together and they help build John Joe Shed back up. And there's a kind of a transaction there, but it's never really called on. It's just that communal energy to try fix something that doesn't seem to be getting fixed.
And it's a given, almost, isn't it? It's not. It's one of those things in Once Upon a Time where people just did that.
Well, one would love to think, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
You know, and so in a way, Apollo House was kind of a gathering of artists and people in unions and just concerned citizens, and got together and says, well, you know, ideas were pushed around, and then there was a building sort of located. And look, if we took that, it wouldn't do any harm, because that kind of belongs to us anyway. It's a NAMA building, so it belongs to the people of Ireland. And so there was a kind of a target then. But the funny thing was, and I want to thank you, Ryan, I really want to thank you for having us on the show that night and having me, because I wasn't really allowed to tell you what I was going to say. And you were like, so you've got something to say. And so I had this funny moment where I was announcing the fact that there was an act of civil disobedience, that we were going into a building. And I know that you probably got a lot of stick for that. But I want to thank you for taking the risk and having me on to say that night.
You did what